It is the start of free plugin February. For this entire month, I'm going to be posting a free plugin every single day for you to download, check out, and basically use in your productions. That's 28 plugins in 28 days. I'm going to be posting these videos every day at 8 a.m. Pacific time or 11 a.m. Eastern time. So kicking it off, we have the Blooo, which is a unique synth by Bucket Music. They're pretty legendary, I feel like, for a lot of free VST plugins, and I reviewed hundreds at this point. And they do a lot of really good synths. So this is a polyphonic synthesizer, as you can see down here. I've actually not tested this one out yet. So what I'm going to do, as I typically do when I review a synthesizer, is start with the presets. I have them here, as you can see. And then let's get into the actual GUI itself. Obviously, it's a Blooo synth, hence the Blooo, and mess around with it. So let's start with the Poly bread and butter. Now I'm just gonna click around real fast, kind of test some of these out. Let's see. Up a little bit more. Like the stereo width on that one. I've noticed that Bucket Music really is big on sequencers. I don't know why. Or sequence style sometimes, especially for a lot of their synths. Very Moog sounding, I feel like, for a lot of these. Are you ready for this? I always think of that anytime I think of like a Rezo style. Strange hi-hat. Some weird clicking on that one. It's not my CPU though. Nice little pad. I'm gonna see if there's any other ones. I mean, we've already heard a good amount. I'm like, so maybe down here. Mono. I don't know why that should randomly like clip like that. It's kind of weird. Odd glitch. No compromise. You know, this one, it's tough because I feel like I've reviewed a lot of free plugins, but even more specifically free synths. And I've said this before in other ones, after using a plugin like Vital, which is arguably one of the best free VST plugins I've ever used, it's tough to compare any other synthesizer to that, and I feel like some of these sounds I do like, but this, to me at least, in this day and age, just sounds a little bit too old school for me, if you want to be honest. I like the GUI setup. Obviously, it's super kind of intuitive. I feel like you have two different oscillators, you know, a few different waveforms. There can be 4 different waveforms. Then you have 2 filters, 3 LFOs, and 3 envelopes, and then obviously the routing in between, and you know, you can adjust things. And I do like the sound quality in terms of like a polyphonic synthesizer, in terms of that old school, almost Moog sound. And I can obviously mess around with these more, but I feel like the presets kind of give me a good indication. I start with something like this. Like, also, I can kind of mess around with some of these. I like the GUI here in terms of how it shows you. That's kind of weird. Wait, how do I click it? Wow, okay, that's super sensitive with the mouse. Like, here's one I probably do. I want envelope 2. I mean, you can modulate some of these, but I feel like just in terms of sound quality, there's a lot of other synths that have kind of improved upon this. And I will say, though, if you do need like that kind of like old school classic Moog sound, it's not a bad one to pick up. I'm going to give this one maybe like a 3.3. No, thanks for the virus definitions update. I'm going to give this one a 3.3 out of 5.